Welcome to session second, fluid mechanics and fluid machines, that is the introduction and fundamental concept. In the session first we discuss what is the fluid mechanics, what are the different types of a fluid, then viscosity, Newton's law of viscosity, surface tension, capillarity in detail. So, in this session, in session 2, the outline of my presentation is, yes, we discuss compressibility and bulk modulus, rheological behavior of the fluid, vapor pressure, cavitation, this is very important phenomena of the cavitation, then we solve, yes, some fundamental basic concept how to proceed some numerical problems. So, what is the compressibility? Yes, and what is bulk modulus? If you see the compressibility, is the property of virtue of which fluid undergo a change in volume under the action, that is the external pressure, is known as compressibility. Compressibility means change in volume. Second, due to external pressure, due to, yes, why there is a delta V change in volume. Why? What is the reason? Due to external pressure. So, this property by virtue in which fluid undergo a change in volume under the action of pressure is known as the compressibility. Okay. Compressibility, yeah, the symbol for the denotation, we denote in the this bulk modulus by capital K. The reciprocal of this K R means compressibility, reciprocal of compressibility is known as bulk modulus. Yes, understand? So, this reciprocal of compressibility, reciprocal of the compressibility means what is the bulk modulus? Bulk modulus is change in pressure upon volumetric strain, volumetric strain. If you see what are the changes applying the external pressure, this P is the external pressure, what are the changes? This one is the position of the piston, yes, this piston cylinder arrangement, the actual position is this is the actual position, and after applying the force, this delta V, change in the delta V. So, this one is the bulk modulus. Yes, if we draw the graph between the volume, this volumetric strain versus stress, what is the stress? Force, yes, pressure per unit area. Yes, so this stress, so P upon A versus volumetric strain. So, delta P, this one is the delta V, means change in volume, yes, change in pressure. So, bulk modulus is increase in the pressure upon volumetric strain. Volumetric strain, what is volumetric strain? Change in volume upon actual volume. So, that is why this always negative. Volumetric strain is always negative. Why? If one is, yes, positive, another is the negative. If volume is positive, yeah, second component is the negative, that is why the ratio is always negative. So, this is all about the compressibility and the bulk modulus. Second is the rheology, rheological behavior of the rheology of the fluid. In the basically when we discuss the viscosity, then we derive tau equal to mu du upon dy, that equation is known as Newton's law of viscosity. A fluid which obey the Newton's law is known as the Newtonian. This one is the very fundamental. Shear stress, yes, equal to mu du upon dy. So, that is known as, this equation is known as the Newton's law of viscosity, and fluid that obey Newton's law of viscosity is known as Newtonian. So, very simple, tau equal to Newtonian, tau equal to mu du upon dy. Fluid which do not obey, yes, tau not equal to mu du. So, Newton's law of viscosity which do not obey the Newton's law of viscosity. Basically, if you see the equation tau, if you see this one is the pattern du upon dy power n. If n equal to 1, if n equal to, in this equation, if you see n equal to 1, if n equal to 1, what does it mean? So this one is the tau equal to mu du over dy. So this fluid, this type, a fluid which obey the Newton's law known as the Newtonian. So this expression tau equal to mu du upon, so this one is the line, tau linear relation, Newtonian. This one is the Newtonian. Straight line, linear. This relation is the linear. What about the, if n not equal to 1? If n not equal to 1, what does it mean? Mean n less than 1 or n greater than 1? Yes, n less than 1 or n greater than 1. So both condition, in the both the cases, fluid is non-Newtonian. If you see, so nature, what is the nature? Power n. Nature is the parabola, parabolic. Relation is the parabola. If n less than 1, n, both case is the non-Newtonian, both the cases is the non-Newtonian. So one is the n greater than 1, this one is the known as the dilatant fluid. This type, this category is the dilatant. In case of the Newtonian, few example of the Newtonian means which obey the Newton's law, that like water is the Newtonian, kerosene is the Newtonian, air is the Newtonian. What about non-Newtonian? Other than the Newtonian, all the fluid is the non-Newtonian. Mud flow, polymer solution, sugar solution, printer ink, slurry. So these are the all the other category, toothpaste. So all other than the Newtonian comes under the category of non-Newtonian fluids. But in case of the non-Newtonian, there are so many conditions, n greater than 1, n less than 1, we having some initial shear stress. If again we suppose the fundamental, just see, this one is the fundamental equation, A is constant plus B, okay, or mu du power d n. A is constant, means some initial stress, few category is the A, means in case of the Newtonian, A equal to 0, n equal to 1. So this become tau equal to mu du upon dy. What does it mean? A 0. So that start from at this point, the starting point is this. What about this? Because this diagram, this graph is the between shear velocity gradient du upon dy versus stress. So this line, if this line, this is the comes under the category of the ideal fluid. Ideal fluid means 0 viscosity, ideal fluid which having 0 viscosity. If viscosity is the 0, putting the viscosity 0, what about the shear stress? Shear stress is 0. So this line, this one is the, this line, this one is the ideal fluid, this. So this is the Newtonian, obey the Newton's law of viscosity, and what is this? Tau equal to mu du upon dy. Under this category, air, okay, air, kerosene, water, these are the come under the category of Newtonian. So what about if n greater than 1, dilatants, n lesser than 1, again comes pseudoplastic. Okay. So if it comes non-Newtonian, polymer, blood, sugar solution, these are the comes under the category of the non-Newtonian. Another beautiful example is, what about the printer ink, drilling mud? What is the category? Because if you see, in this case, some initial stress, shear thinning start, yes, after some time dependent, it consume some power, yes, it takes time. So same pattern, but some initial stress are there. So this one is the some constant, means this shear stress, there the existence of the shear stress, tau is tau naught, means some initial, again mu du dy power n. Some initial, what is this? Some initial theory stress. What does it mean? The starting point is not the origin point, this point, this is the not starting point. Starting point is the in y axis, that is why we start seeing. So, nature again linear. If tau naught, yes, if n equal to 1, what is the case? Tau equal to tau naught plus mu du power dy. So, this is the one case. Another case is again if n not equal to 1, then what is the case? So, in this case, this is the first case n 1. So, this one is known as ideal plastic, okay. Again it is known as Bingham plastic, tau equal to tau naught du upon dy, Bingham plastic. So, parabola nature, if nature is the parabola, what does it mean? It is not Newtonian, So, this is again parabola, tau naught. So, what is this case? So, means tau equal to some initial stress mu du power dy. So, n, it is not n equal to 1, means n greater than 1 or n less than 1. So, this is known as thixotropic substance. What is the example? Printer ink, yes, printer ink comes under the category of such category. So, all these covering Newtonian, non-Newtonian, again in non-Newtonian, ideal plastic, thixotropic, all this is known as rheology of fluid, rheological behavior. Sometime, yes, what is the rheological behavior of the fluid? So, this comes rheology on the basis of the Newton's law of viscosity, it obey. So, this is Newtonian, it not obey, non-Newtonian. So, there are so many conditions are there in case of non-Newtonian. What is the value of n coefficient? A less than 1, greater than 1, less than 1, okay, less than 1. So, this one is the pseudo, yes, plastic, greater than 1, this one is the dilatants. Again some initial stress are there, this initial stress are there, linear and parabola. So, similar, this one is the Bingham plastic, this one is the thixotropic. So, this all comes under the category of rheology of a fluid. Okay. Next is the vapor pressure. What is the vapor pressure? When pressure exerted, yes, this is the figure, if see pressure exerted by vapor in equilibrium with its liquid state. The liquid molecule at the surface escape above, yes, escape into the gas phase. Vapor pressure increases, what is the property? Vapor pressure increases with increase in the temperature. Because in case of the cavitation, this one is the each liquid having some vapor pressure. If temperature increases, the amount of vapor generated by liquid in the closed container increases. So, this one is the fundamental physics. So, why this occur? Because liquid gains, yes, kinetic energy at the molecule can, yes, liquid gain this kinetic energy. The molecule can overcome to the intermolecular forces of the attraction that were prevalent into the liquid phase. So, that is the means the pressure exerted by the vapor in equilibrium with the liquid. So, that is known as vapor pressure, each liquid having some their vapor pressure. So, cavitation, what is that? So, this vapor pressure is the interlink with the cavitation. What is the cavitation? If fluid flowing in any system, okay, either it open channel or it pipe flow, if fluid is flowing, because in case of the power generation, the beautiful example of the fluid pipe flow is the power generation. If fluid flowing in any system anywhere, if pressure, vapor pressure goes to below the vapor pressure, anywhere the pressure goes to the below the vapor pressure, bubble formation takes place, bubble formation. So, that pressure zone is known as low pressure zone, means if liquid is flowing in a pipe, suppose liquid is flowing, yes, liquid is flowing, liquid is flowing, and suppose this point is A, at any point A, this pressure is below, yes, the vapor pressure, vapor pressure. What does it mean? If pressure goes below the vapor pressure, bubble formation takes place, bubble at this point, bubble formation. So many bubbles, million bubble format, and this is known as low pressure zone. Low pressure zone means at low pressure zone, pressure is below the vapor pressure, multiple millions bubble formation takes place with help of flowing fluid, because so some fluid is exerting yes, flowing fluid, it goes to the higher pressure zone, it goes to the higher pressure zone. In higher pressure zone, pressure is higher. So, this bursting takes place. So, this one is the higher pressure, H high pressure, in this zone when flowing, this bubbles come in this zone, the bursting takes place. Bursting takes place. Why bursting takes place? Because bubble formation is at the low pressure zone. With help of flowing liquid, yes, it goes to the higher pressure zone. If pressure is higher, bursting takes place, and if there the bursting, it strike to the strike all bubble strike to the this pipe, surface of the pipe. It remove the metal. So, this action of a removal, striking and removal of metal, okay, is known as pitting. So, this action, this phenomena is known as pitting, and this whole concept, what is the whole concept? Starting from bubble formation, going to the higher pressure zone, bursting, then pitting, striking, metal removal. So, this whole concept is known as cavitation. So, cavitation is the phenomena by which if liquid flowing in any system, pressure goes below the vapor pressure, bubble formation takes place with help of the flowing liquid, it goes to the higher pressure zone, bursting, the action is pitting, the whole concept is known as cavitation. So, ultimate cavitation decreases the performance of a system. In later stage in the fluid machinery, in case of the turbine and pumps, because ultimate our target, what is the mission, what is the objective of fluid mechanics of machines? Why? What is the purpose? To generate power, mechanical power, means conversion of energy from conversion, basic fundamental. What is the fundamental? Conversion of energy from rotor to fluid or fluid to rotor. So, whole concept is that conversion of energy conversion, main concept is the energy conversion, means where the flowing, in case of the turbine, if fluid is flowing in a system, so all kinetic plus potential energy converted into the mechanical power. So, the system is turbine, reverse of that by the mechanical power, yes, mechanical power, then hydraulic energy, it is pump. So, when there the energy conversion, somewhere the pressure goes the, okay, in case of the reaction turbine at the outlet, okay, in the reaction turbine the pressure is the some kinetic energy, at the outlet some energy is remaining, kinetic energy, that is why we, yes, we are using in the draft tube, that is, yes, draft tube in case of the reaction turbine. So, at what place the chances of the cavitation, occurrence of the cavitation, that is very important, means at which point bubble formation takes place. So, what are the removal we discuss again the in case of the fluid machinery reaction turbine in detail, what is the cavitation, but this one is the fundamental physics of the cavitation. So, in this unit in this fundamental equation, some we can solve some numerical problems, because in the fundamental we discuss what are the viscosity, Newton's law of viscosity, rheology, surface tension. So, how we can solve some numericals, like the first one, a plate, yes, 0.5 mm distance from the fixed plate, means one plate is the fix, this one is the fixed plate, yes, this one is the another plate, yes, this moves, okay, with velocity of 1.2 meter per second. If you see, okay, the space this dy is 0.05, this one is the millimeter, okay. We have force per unit area, force per unit means shear stress, 2.2 Newton per meter. So, very simple, by this tau mu du over dy, we know the shear stress, we having, okay, this velocity is known, this is known. So, we can easily calculate what is the find the viscosity. So, this what is the mu? So, mu is the viscosity, mu is the viscosity. Second problem, two large fixed parallel plates are 12, this 2, okay, 12 mm viscosity, fill some liquid, we put some plate between the surface is filled with the oil, viscosity is known, mu is known, 972 Newton second per meter. This is viscosity. A flat plate, thin, a thin plate, this one is the thin plate, in between, okay, velocity of, okay, this one is the moving with velocity, this velocity is known, calculate. Yes, we calculate what is our calculation, calculate the drag force, okay, this force, and what is this force? Shear stress into area, force is shear force in area. So, area plate is known. What is the condition? When plate is equidistant, when this is equidistant, what does it mean? Means when this fix, first case is the when it is at center, means this one is the at 6 mm, at 6 mm, yes, we can calculate tau 1 equal to mu du upon dy, tau 2 mu du over dy, all calculation is the, you know the velocity, okay, we have the viscosity, we have the dy 6. So, in this case tau 1 equal to tau 2. So, we can say tau equal to tau 1 plus tau 2. So, this both are equal, we can easily calculate mu known, this velocity known, tau 1 tau 2, because it is equidistance. So, both forces is equal, we can easily calculate what is the shear stress. So, this one is the first case. Second case when plate is at the 4 from the one of the plate, yes, another is it not equal, in this case fixed plate is the fix, another plate equidistance. So, this one is the, yes, this plate is the 4 mm, because total is the 12, another is the 8 mm. So, we can easily calculate all, in this case mu du over dy, in again tau 2 mu du over dy, both the cases, because in this case y is, this dy is 8 mm, in this case dy is 4, other parameter mu is the same, velocity is the same. So, we easily calculate, yes, what is the force? Force shear stress into area. All the time we are calculating force F1 F2 shear stress into area, both the cases. So, we can easily calculate total drag force F equal to shear stress into area. In third case, so in case of the U tube, so this one is the capillarity action, okay, in the U tube, yes. So, there is some difference H1 minus H2 is known. What is the H1? H1 equal to 4 sigma cos theta upon H2 equal to 4 sigma cos theta upon W into D. So, theta again U tube made of two capillarity D1 and so D1 D2, okay. The U tube held vertical, surface tension sigma is known, sigma is 0.06 Newton, zero contact, theta is 0. Estimate the difference of levels of the meniscus, okay. H1 is minus H2 is known, H1 minus H2 equal to 15 yes mm. So, we can say H1, we put H1 minus H2 by this H1 minus H2, theta is 0, cos 0 1. So, 4 sigma upon all the time this diameter is D1, D2. So, this we can say, we can take 4 sigma upon W common out, 1 upon D1 minus 1 upon D1. So, by this we can calculate, Third one, when the pressure of a liquid, increases by 3.5 to 6.5 meganewton per meter square, its volume is found to the decreases by 8%. Oh, very simple. Means what you have, what is the bulk modulus of elasticity K. So, K is very simple, del P upon minus dV minus dV upon V. So, what is dP? dP is the delta P 6.5 minus 3.5. Oh, very simple, 3 simple, okay, and change in volume only 8%. What it means? dP dV upon V is 0.08 upon 100. So, we can calculate what is the K. Next problem, in the solid cone, maximum radius. So, all time very fundamental equation. In this case, we have to calculate expression of the torque. How we calculate torque? If you see, what is the torque? Okay, how to calculate, derive the expression of the torque required and rate of heat dissipation. Okay. So, simple, first see by this, the shear stress is mu du upon dy. We can take, because this angle is the 2 theta, it is always known. So, we have surface area, if you take the component, okay. So, what is the area? dA, this elemental area, if you know area. So, this dA, what is this? 2 pi r into ds, and what is the ds? If you say ds equal to dr upon sin theta. So, this is the ds, this value of the ds. So, this become, what is this? 2 pi r dr upon sin theta. So, this component is the dA. So, if area is known, what is shear stress? Shear stress is mu du dy, then force, what is the force? Shear force, force equal to shear stress into area. So, this component is the shear stress tau, and what is this? This is the area, elemental area dA. And what is the dt? What is the torque? What is the torque? Simple torque is the force, this is the force into radius is the torque, and yes, force into, if we calculate total torque, we integrate by 0 to r. This is the simple. And what is the power? Power P equal to T into omega, T into omega. So, by this way means we calculate first what is the shear stress, then shear force mu du over dy, then force, shear force, then torque F into radius, then power T into omega. So, this one is the step ultimate, this one is the step. So, thank you.